Welcome everyone. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite topics, and that's Microsoft Teams Rooms speaker recognition. Now, a lot of the times I get so many questions on this from people on how do I use it? It's not working. What have I done wrong? So let's take you through what is required, because again, licensing is another big one that comes to mind. So speaker recognition, intelligent speaker, people recognition, there's two flavors, voice and video. We're going to focus on voice because that's what's available on Android today. So instead of seeing speaker 1, speaker 2, we're going to see Graham Walsh in conference room 1 said XYZ. So it's for that live transcription during a meeting, but also for recaps. And this is where we're talking about things with Copilot and Teams Premium. How do we get the best out of that to take action items after that meeting time? So how does it work? You have to enroll your voice. Now, this is done through your desktop Teams client. It can't be done on your mobile cell client, or it cannot be done on the web client. It has to be done on the desktop client. It's securely stored within the Teams, your Teams tenant, wherever that location might be. And you can delete it at any time as well. But that's changing with Express Enrolment. We'll cover that shortly. And then we look at, okay, what are the requirements and number of people? So A, it must be a scheduled call. So many times, hey, I did a meet now, it's not working. It has to be a scheduled call. So schedule a call, people, rooms. That's it. Now, up to 10 people is recommended. You can do up to 20, but obviously it's got to work out whose voice is where, in what room, and you must be Exchange Online. You cannot have your mailbox in Exchange on-prem. The other thing to note, minimum bandwidth, 7 meg. So usually 4 meg is good for a video call. And now we're doing more features on the platform that's requiring some more bandwidth there. Face recognition, this isn't on Android today, it's on Windows, utilizing Cloud and Teleframe. So we won't cover that, but that's another separate enrollment as well. So it's been available since April last year, 2025. So it's been around ages, and it's obviously on all OEMs. And what's great about it was, when it was on Windows, you had to have dedicated hardware. Now it's cloud-based, so the cloud processes that audio and knows who's speaking. So no longer you must have a special mic puck on the table. It can use any of the Neat bars, built-in audio capabilities, or even if you've got a Neat Center, we've got audio on here, microphones picking that up. So a great way to do that, but also on the pad as well, that has microphones in it. So great audio around the room is super important. So then what else can we do? So obviously the live transcripts, recaps, they're all really well utilized in this feature. It's off by default. You can enable it by PowerShell. There is a new setting. So within the device, love live demos. So within our Teams client, on the device, we have recognition. Configure with device settings. So configure with Teams meeting policies, recognition policies, read only, PowerShell to make those changes. So you can do it through there, but that will be deprecated. Recommended, use it on the device and to turn on. So that's how we configure it on the device. It's not available through a config profile in Teams Admin Center, but maybe that will come to the Pro Management Portal as we move away from TAC and have everything in PMP. So that's happening in June. Otherwise, you've got things like Neat Pulse Remote Control, where you can go in and enable that by default on the device. So that's how we set it up. PowerShell, as I mentioned, that will be deprecated, so it's best to set it on the device. So again, if you're installing new devices, make that part of your workflow, that when someone's deploying it, they go in, make those steps changes, or you jump in remote control and you do it there. Licensing. This is the big one. So your Teams Room device, you must have a Pro license and you get access to that voice recognition. But if you're doing BYD rooms, so you're taking a Neat bar, single cable into my laptop, then you can still do speaker recognition with my laptop plugged in, but I must have a Pro Premium or Copilot license for that to happen. If you're still running some basic Teams Room licenses, obviously you get nothing. And if you're still on the legacy Teams Premium room license that was initially with the Pro Portal, again, that won't be supported. So you must be on a Pro license to get these features. And as I mentioned, the individual users don't need the Copilot or Premium license. So if I have the license in the room on BYOD, then the 6 other people get it for free, should we say. If you have a Pro license in the room, obviously on the device, which I have here, because I've got custom wallpaper, Pro feature, then that will then allow you to have everyone. So everyone in the room does not need that Premium or Copilot license because the room is the Pro license. What else? Mentioned the BYD scenario. So again, the meeting host must have a premium or Copilot license, and that's just starts automatically. Again, you start the transcripts, and that's the key. You must start the transcripts. So if you want speaker recognition, start the transcripts. It's not automatic. Again, in your meeting policy settings, when you define meetings, you could say auto record, and actually in the latest app as well, you can start recording and transcripts from the UI as well. Again, quick summary on the licensing. Really, it is that intelligent recap, meeting summaries. That's where the power of it is afterwards, to know who said what in a meeting, because you can watch the recording then and jump to your name and search or ask Copilot, what did Graham say in that meeting? So it's, again, super useful in all our meetings. And as I say, enrolling the voice profile, very simple. Go into your Teams desktop settings, recognition, and then you record a 15, 30-second audio text they provide you, and then you get that recorded, and then that's stored in your tenant. And then that's applicable across any of your rooms in your org. So again, this is inside your tenant. If you go to another customer and join their Teams meeting, not going to happen. This is only for inside your organization. Anything else to remind ourselves of? So again, you must obviously have it recorded and the transcriptions enabled. And then the hardware, as I mentioned, it'll work on any hardware now. So that's great news. Don't need that purpose-built hardware anymore. And again, it's been around a long time. You just need to set it up, enable it, and obviously make sure you got bandwidth to the room. And then we have some resources that I'll put in the link below as well. So that is a summary of what is speaker recognition. I have another video where I've done a demo with 4 of us in the room. I'll put the link below or up there somewhere as well. So this is just really how do we get it running, and 2 things to remember: pro license, scheduled call, 3 things, and start recording. So then you have that speaker recognition enabled. Any questions? Let me know.